Itagat eng mungaret ak bandaptai kigurno Festus Lagat. Eng kasarta nekilondoi rurutik koba emotinwekab sang ko ityin kamanut biikab emotinwekab sang ole bunu rurutik. Eng betutab rani kekuchini kong kampunit noto tinyegei ak chikilet koboto karoret ole bunu tukchoto karutechi kampunit noto nebo GS1 neinemu ak kochikili tuguk koboisie barcode. Peter Otieno ko ofisayat neo eng GS1 Kenya. Mwae Otieno kole yetab kotoige kobois barcode eng emetab Kenya ko kikotoret chemung'arainik chechang ole toreti chemung'arainik kosub tugukwak ak koistoegei chiletabgei nebo tuguk eng kebeberta nekioldoe tuguk ak toretet eng aldaetab tuguk.
My name is Peter Otieno. I'm the CEO for GS1 Kenya. I've been the CEO for the last 3 years, but before that I was on the board of the founding directors of this company. This company has operated in this country for the last 23 years. We began all the way in 1999 and been operating since then. That is locally. Internationally, barcode business as GS1 has been there since 1974. If I may say what the meaning of GS1, it basically means one global standard. A standard in this way that we are not a standard body, but we are an organization dealing in traceability, and we create standards about traceability. So all our operations gear towards a set standard of operation, which actually put together as one, and it's actually unique to us. As I say, GS1 stands for One Global Standard. It is amalgamated of two companies initially from 1974, EAN, European Article Numbering, which was based in Brussels, and UPC, United Product Council of the United States of America. They came together in 2006 and formed one organization. This can be traced back way 1996, when Uchumi supermarket was the largest operating body, supermarket in East Africa. Uchumi controlled almost 80% of them, well set up retail outlets. And that means almost all manufacturing, the multinationals operating in this country operated, or rather sold their goods through Uchumi supermarket. One evening, the CEO then, Mr. Shah, decided to say, made an ultimatum that if you don't have barcodes in your products in the next 1 week, you are not able to sell in Uchumi. And he was right, because the barcodes, as if you know the history of barcode, is basically to try and trace and help in the stock management. And they were losing a lot of goods because they did not know how to manage. One, it was about tracking of the goods at the point of sale. Two, was to ease the traffic or the operations at the point of sale. Three, was to manage the stocks, because you could actually see the stocks on a dashboard, which was more manual. So it was basically going to digitize and make things become electrical in terms of managing stocks at the point of sales and the outlets. And also was easing the point of ordering. That was one thing the barcode was going to bring in. Finally, there was also something we call in GS1, we call it sweethearting. This is where, as a cashier, I can tell my friend, you know what, just come over, I'll sell you the TV at the price of maybe a radio or at the price of milk. Nobody will know. By the time the owners come to know, it will be long gone. So this was going to change, because each product is uniquely identified, just like your fingerprint to everybody. So that was what the barcodes are going to bring into the technology.
Ole kosubkei ofisayat neo eng kampuninito Peter Otieno komwae inendet kole tesetai koyae kanjinet ak kampunishek choto terter koboto kibagengeishek choto che terter ak serkalishekab counties asikobit kotoret kabatik. Eng konekit kotogu eng kebeberta noto nebo North Rift kotorjingei kabatik kolset noto nebo avocado, ak eng konekit kora kokotoi kabatik kolondoi rurutik koba agenge eng agenge agoi emotinwekab sang.
What they'll ask first and foremost is true traceability of that product. for two reasons. One, the owner of that brand should be the beneficiary. So in this case, the farmers who are producing avocado should be the beneficiary of their sweat. So the buyer in some markets will want to know who really produced this. Two, in case there is trouble and they need a recall or they need a recourse to be taken, then they'll go directly to that owner of that product. So in this case, if a farmer wants to sell avocado to Europe, and I've seen something is going around, Chinese want to come and vet the avocado farmers. What we'll do, what we've created is first and foremost, talk to these farmers, let them understand the GS1 technology through training them, and training possibly might be free for them to understand. Once they've accepted, we enroll them into GS1, which means we now issue them with the license. Those licenses will identify their farms uniquely. Two, will identify them as the brand owners. And the three, will identify the avocado. Assuming two brothers from the same family have got different farms and they're all doing avocados, as soon as they make this avocado together, it is avocado. Nobody will tell this avocado came from so and so. But in our case, we want to identify the avocado coming from brother A to brother B uniquely, so that in case there's trouble, we'll say the avocado which are causing trouble came from brother A, not brother B. In terms of payment, the buyer can also say, you know what, I only want to pay brother A because we believe his quality has always been consistently correct. So we are also helping in terms of creating the data coming out of their farms, in terms of the consistency, in terms of the quality. So this is what GS1 is doing about. One will say, a small scale farmer, how can you come into the international market? GS1 is making it much possible, because what we do, we give you a platform where you can actually expose what you do with everything for somebody else to see and say, yes, I want to buy from there. The world is becoming, or rather the world has become a small market. The Google, eBay, Amazon, you name them, Alibaba. You can buy and sell anything in this platform. But I'll tell you, if you want to buy and sell in those three platforms I mentioned to you, the first thing they'll ask you, where is your traceability system and the mechanism? And how fast can somebody reach you? The only way they are sure, they'll tell you, please get us a GS1 traceability system for this.
Kosubkei ak ofisayat netelejin musoknotet eng GS1 Kenya Pascal Kasim komwae inendet kole kikotoret chemung'arainik eng Afrika kong'asis ole eng nguni kotesetai kowendi barak musoknotet, kotesetai kowale yaetab mung'aret ole kokomuktechi chemung'arainik konai ole mi tugukwak eng kasarta nenotok.
Farms should encode barcoding systems because first they are quite efficient. By efficient, I mean that you can be able to track and trace the movement of your goods by just scanning of a barcode. So you know, a barcode holds more information than just numbers. It's more than what you can see. We call it human readable. What you see is the numbers. But behind the barcode, there's a lot of information that you find. So farms should embrace this. But we are moving, as GS1, global GS1, we are moving away from the normal linear barcodes. That is the linear barcodes, the one that you see with the lines, to what we call a two-dimensional barcode, a GS1 2D barcode. That gives traceability information for farms. In case maybe you're operating a company somewhere, maybe in Thika Road, if you scan a 2D code, it can be able to tell you some of the products that you own. It has some parameters we call or identification keys, something like global location numbers. You can be able to identify exactly where your company is, where the physical address is. You can be able also to learn what products that you are using. So farms to embrace GS1 standard means that they can be able to track and trace the movement of all their products, not only products, but also services, through just the scanning of a GS1 2D barcode or a linear barcode to that effect. Because we don't just give you barcodes and you leave. We have to give you a thorough training on what these numbers mean. We just don't let you go. So if any GS1 member has to understand what those numbers mean. So yes, most of the GS1 people or the GS1 members know what these numbers mean. They know the company prefix, they know the item description, and they know the global company prefix. So yes, there's an app that GS1 uses. It's called iJPIR. We have a platform for GS1 members, not only here in Kenya, but it's a global platform. Once you scan a barcode or a 2D code, it will be able to give you information. It will give you three ways to search it, either through a global location number, whether through a GTIN or through ownership.
Tesetai kampunitab GS1 Kenya koboraiti boisiet ole eng nguni kokotoi tetutiet ne naat kou Thamani Online. Mwae Michael Okoth ne inendet kondochin kasuldaetab boisionik kole kitoi musoknotetab Thamani Online sikotoret chemung'arainik che oldoi tuguk kokoistoegei kagaetabkei.
The genesis of Thamani Online is it was brought about by looking at the challenges in the retail sector, where we would find that many retailers would be taking goods from the manufacturers and taking long before they made payments to the manufacturers. So we invented Thamani Online, which is a platform that allows the manufacturers and the retailers to securely trade with very minimal hassles. And the benefits of this is that the manufacturer is assured of getting their payment on real-time basis as long as the retailer has paid for the items that they want. It also enables the manufacturer to have a wider market reach at a very less cost, or in a cost-effective manner. On top of that, it provides the manufacturer with the real-time data on what is happening downstream in the supply chain, because they can be able to see where our goods being sold, who is buying what, and that data they can use it to enrich their marketing projects. Now, on the side of the retailer is able to order goods from the platform at the comfort of their shops. On top of that, the retailer is assured that the goods will be delivered on time, and the goods that are being delivered are authentic and certified by Kenya Bureau of Standards, because they are coming from the manufacturers who have been listed and certified by Kenya Bureau of Standards to trade in this market.
So by